Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Capricorn for the middle of July. Now Capricorn, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and get a shuffle in here. Now I'm using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below. Now, it is still the case that less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you've not yet hit the subscribe button and you do watch me regularly, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. It really helps my channel out in a big way. It's completely free and it will ensure that you always get updates from me. All right. Let me make sure we're all set up here and in view. And then we'll get right into it. I think that's looking just about good enough to me. I'll take 3 of these cards to clarify as we go along. And also take 3 Kipper cards as well. All right. Energy on the bottom. You have the Emperor. So love to see the Emperor in a reading. Emperor can be seen as a good sign, a good omen in the tarot, specifically a good omen in business. Typically this person is quite successful in their life, but it's this idea that structure sets you up for success down the road. Having a structure, having discipline, having a plan in place really can help you when you feel like, those are good things that you can use to fall back on when maybe part of your routine is lagging, which you're human, right? You can't have a perfect routine 100% of the time, but when you have structure and a discipline in place as something to fall back on, you can your routine can kind of be made up for in those areas. Hopefully that makes sense. You can make up for maybe challenging or poor routine by having discipline and structure, right? Because again, not everybody's going to be, 100% efficient 100% of the time. So yeah, it's that idea. And you can use those building blocks to be very successful. Now, the other thing with the Emperor here, Capricorn, is that, in a more negative light, which, there are always positive and negatives to these cards, the Emperor can be somebody who is a little bit unrelenting. This can be somebody who is maybe old school in a way, and so sometimes this may come forward as a way for you to maybe practice self-care, right? Like maybe you're so focused on you're so disciplined that you don't give yourself any sort of room for self-care or anything like that. And so something that I feel like also guided to say, Capricorn. So let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Now, in the current situation, you do have the Ace of Swords. Love the Ace of Swords. This is a breakthrough in your life. You can see the spark here. That indicates like divine inspiration or divine intervention, or kind of just finally kind of connecting something in your life, something sort of hitting when you get the Ace of Swords. Very nice card to find. It also just generally represents a new beginning in one's life where there is more success sort of on the horizon, more success sort of in front of you when you get that Ace of Swords card. So it can also just generally be seen as a message of success in some sort of new journey or new venture, especially as you have that with the Emperor, right? Both cards of success. So there's something here that's hitting for you. There's something that you're doing that is like really working out here for you at this time. In the problem position, you do have this 5 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords can indicate loss or maybe even being defeated. The thing that I like to say about the 5 of Swords is the 5 of Swords makes you stronger, okay? Because in life, we will go through periods of loss. We will go through stretches of difficulty, and that is one of the 5 of Swords, that is represented by the 5 of Swords. One of those challenges or difficulties is the 5 of Swords energy. Now, again, you can choose to sort of look at any sort of loss or challenge as an opportunity to grow and learn, and also a sort of hardening of your skills and of your experiences, which allows you to sort of get stronger over time. And that's kind of the way that I like to look at the 5 of Swords. It is in the problem position. Some of you may have this new success showing up here with the Ace of Swords and the Emperor, but for whatever reason, you're still focused on some type of loss here. And so I think this is generally a very good reading. Actually, this is really the only challenging card in this reading, and it's showing up in the problem position. All other cards here are incredible. So it's almost like, where are you placing your focus? Are you placing your focus on this new successful beginning, this new successful venture? Or are you placing your focus on maybe some losses of the past or something like that? In the past, you have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is really this idea of some type of event coming into your life that leads to great happiness for you. The Knight of Cups can signify a new beginning or a new start, or, well, in this case, it could be a new start in love. And this could also be something around creativity. It can also be something around intuition, like it's this person is like a dreamer and somebody who maybe is able to connect on a sort of psychic level with other people. I don't know why that's something, again, that's coming in. I don't always bring it in with the Knight of Cups, but the thing is here, in the past, something has happened that has made you very happy, and I would not let whatever's going on with this Five of Swords energy here take you away from whatever happy event happened here in the past. This is not a huge love reading, so it's sort of like, I don't know if this is a new relationship that you started or you finally getting some progress with somebody you were interested in, which again could also be seen in the Knight of Cups. But I feel like it's more about just generally something has happened here that has made you extremely happy. And I say extremely because you also have the Sun near it. The Sun is extreme happiness. And so, again, I feel like recognizing that whatever was lost here, there's probably a higher divine reason for why it had to leave or exit your energy for whatever reason. In the future, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Just keeps getting better for you here, Capricorn. The Wheel of Fortune is the card of your destiny. It says the wheel of your destiny has spun and your destiny has arrived, or it will be arriving here in the future. It is showing up in the future. And so when you get that, here's the thing. In a future position to get the Wheel of Fortune, it says that there's change on the horizon. Okay, there's no question about it that there's change. It's favorable change. It's change that you want to happen, but you must be prepared to act. You must be prepared to take the destiny that will be put in front of you, sort of, is what you could say with the Wheel of Fortune. And so this is not a time of being passive, particularly if you've really been hoping for this new start here, for this fresh start with the Ace of Swords and now the Wheel of Fortune showing up in the future. It's like there's like divine fate, there's like fate and destiny here. There's like divine intervention or fate and destiny here arriving for you with the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune in the future with this Jupiter energy. I would say, this is something that you've manifested. It's successfully being manifested for you here in the future. And I would say do not hold back on going for your manifestation, or do not hold back in sort of meeting your manifestation halfway, because really the Wheel of Fortune does imply that the ball is in your court. There is a change, but you must also be ready to take the change. Now, in your thoughts here, this is in your consciousness here, you do have the Sun, extreme happiness. The Sun is the best card to find in a tarot reading. It's total positivity, success, an extremely big omen of positivity in one's life. It's also a card of truth and, connecting with the truth. Also asks you to kind of be self-expressive, or, to not worry about expressing yourself here. As you can see that this person on the card is expressing themselves, and to just really go for something here. I see extreme happiness with the Knight of Cups and the Sun coming forward, and I think that this will be realized because it's showing up in what you see here, in what you can see tangibly with this in the consciousness. And so, I think that you'll also come to that understanding. In the subconscious, what you can't see or the hidden, you do have this King of Pentacles. This is you, I think, showing up here. Doesn't matter what gender you are. I don't attach gender to the card. So this is just you here showing up, I feel like. And what you can see is that whatever step you've taken here to manifest something, first, it's absolutely 100%, according to the cards, if this is your timeline, this manifestation feels like it's ready to come. It's ready to come here for you in the future. Second, this may catch you by surprise. It may catch you off guard here because you have this King of Pentacles in the unexpected, which is you in this case. This may catch you off guard or surprise you. So again, if this is your timeline, if this is your reading, it seems like this thing is on its way, and it seems like it could bring some big happiness for you. In the staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you do have this King of Cups. So we do have another person showing up here. We actually have a few people showing up here. We have 2 kings, we have a knight, we have a queen, we have the emperor. So there's a whole bunch of people here showing up, okay? The King of Cups is somebody who is like emotionally intelligent, okay? There's a feeling of being heard and understood in the presence of the King of Cups. This also asks you to do some self-care practice. I think that that's very important at this time because I think it's taken a whole lot of power for you to plant this seed and for this manifestation to come in. And so as it's coming in here, also try to give yourself as much time for self-care as you can. In the external situation, you have, so this is what's happening outside of you. This can also refer to other people or other people in your life. The Temperance card here showing up. So the Temperance card is alchemy, okay? There's something here that's sort of being brewed for you. There's some type of alchemy happening for you here externally. It's possible that someone could also play an important role in this manifestation in your life. The Temperance card also is a card of healing, of sort of patience, of harmony, of balance. Balance being the most important part when you get the Temperance card, because it says through balance you can receive something important or someone important in your life, depending on what you're looking for. So again, this is happening outside of you. Really like that for you. In the hopes and fears, you have the Queen of Pentacles here. So the Queen of Pentacles can really say that you're making the practical choices. Some of you are, okay, this is coming in. Some of you are concerned about fumbling the bag. You hope you're not going to fumble the bag, or in other words, you're going to hope that you don't mess something up, you don't mess your opportunity up, or you don't lose out on something. Some of you are concerned about that, and I would really drop that if to the best of your ability. I know it's easier said than done, but I would really try to detach from that type of catastrophizing or that catastrophe thinking, because it's like you have climbed so many rungs up the ladder in order for this manifestation to come forward. And you've already kind of demonstrated that you deserve whatever's coming in, and also that you can successfully do something, right? Like, so don't worry about not making the practical choice or the right choice. There are really no wrong answers, right? In fact, many times the wrong answer actually is no answer at all, is doing nothing. Doing nothing many times will just keep us where we are, right? So it depends. It depends on what situation you're in. Sometimes it's important that we don't react to a situation, so that would be a different case. But in this case, acting on your destiny is the most important thing. So there are no wrong answers in this case. You also, in the outcome, have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is about you building on your stability in the material realm in this case. But this is also somebody who's maybe a little bit afraid of losing something. Again, your fear here is failure, okay? Your fear is making the wrong choice. And again, it's almost like this feels like a no-fail situation. From my perspective, if this is your timeline based on what the cards are saying. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. Let's take a look at these 3 clarifiers. Okay, so you have the 4 of Swords, you have the 9 of Swords, and you have the 3 of Pentacles. There is absolutely something keeping you up late at night here around your work situation. This might be a project. This person's wrapping up a project. You can see the statue. This person's like really wrapping that up. And, you know, this card does say that there are rewards and recognition available to you for the quality job that you've done, but you're like not seeing it right now. You're concerned about it here with the Nine of Swords. You also have this Four of Swords, which is another card indicating rest. Rest is very important for you at this time because I feel like some of you are really blazing trails in your career, but like you gotta, and some of you are like worried that the fire is going to die down, but it's not. And so spending time doing self-care, doing something like that will be very important. You have mature woman, unexpected income, and thoughts. Okay, so I feel like some of you here, there's something around your mindset towards failure that you are being guided to work through. Also, if you take a look here, this person's actually thinking about, we could say the mature woman, actually this is the main female in the Kipper deck, but you're thinking about somebody else, and I wonder if you're taking somebody else's situation into consideration for yourself. And it's like sometimes we have to detach to the best of our ability and just kind of put our situation first. It's okay to be a little selfish at times. Obviously not intentionally to intentionally bring anybody down, but it's okay to be a little bit selfish sometimes, especially in career. And so that's what I feel like some of you are maybe doing, really getting yours, so to speak. You're really getting yours, so to speak. And there's something unexpected here that's coming in, as I said earlier, that will bring a nice reward into your life. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.